Third down conversion here is big. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Flat, 180. 6-man. Hey, 133.
Throwing on second and 14. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 3, check 3.
On second down, it's Grant, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and
2. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He's checking crack.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 26.
Here's Grant. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A run for Nick Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
March 59. Real. Coming this way, here we go.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They run. Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, that's complete to his running back, Grant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 10, touchdown. 51. Silver.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I got you.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the 2nd half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check. Lucky. Slam. Check.
And again, it's Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. A run with Chubb on first down, not going to be a good one. He won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike, 180. All day. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hatchet. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he was excellent on
A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
This is Grant, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yo.
Now Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Big edge.
Real.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch. Hey, alert.
Mayfield avoids him at the 40. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. To throw, Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll let it. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
King.
Now Mayfield. Caught by Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll escape to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock. Flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He was looking for Landry that time. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On the ground, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
I'm going back to you.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. That game's gone final, by the way, down in New Orleans. And emerging victorious in that one, the Rams. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Now Jackson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So Cleveland able to